Hello, anyone that's still living in the 1970s. We interrupt your day to bring you this announcement. Husker Ninja is in the building. Alright, guys, welcome back to episode number 2 of the career mode here on MLB 2K11. Today we are going to try and I don't know, where are we at in the season? We're at the start of September. I think a nice goal would be to maybe try and finish the regular season, depending on how fast these games go. Certainly at least pass the homestand against the Marlins would be a nice goal for this one. And right now my player, remember, he's the starting second baseman for Atlanta. But for the year he's hitting .321 with 1 homer and 9 RBIs. And before we get started, I believe, because I remember he hasn't had a get, like he's hit in every single game he's played in. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a 7-game win streak, a 7-game hit streak, and it's also a 7-game strikeout streak. We've struck out in every single game we played in too. You know what, never mind, we'll worry about this later. Let's just get into the next game. And our mentor guy says, this key game has serious postseason implications for your team's shot at winning the division. And the game says, today you are playing in a game that has postseason position implications, which makes this a key game. And therefore it's just called a postseason race key game. You can see we're a 72 overall. And we're going to try and get the win here against the Dodgers. They're 67 and 69. We're on our 7-game win streak. Got a pretty good record going. And so this feels like it's got to be a game we should win. Because they're below 500 and we are 17 games above 500 at 78 and 60. Thanks to partly the 7-game win streak we're on right now. And our first at-bat will come in the bottom of the first. There are 2 outs and runners on first and second. And we've already got the 1-0 lead. You can see in our last game we went 1 for 3 with a double, a walk, and a strikeout. And an RBI. And our goal today is to get ahead in the count. Well, this first one is to get ahead in the count. And he's thrown a lot of balls, so it could be worth looking at the first pitch just to see. And look at that, it's outside. So we've passed our goal of getting ahead in the count. And now we want to see if we can't get a hit. That looks like solid contact. It's caught at the warning track. That's a bummer. Almost hit a 3-run homer instead. It's just a long fly ball. That's a little disappointing, actually. I'm not going to lie. And now we've got our first action in the field here. A slow little grounder. We're just going to throw it over to first and get the out. And we're going to have a fielding situation again in the top of the third. 2 outs, a runner on first. We still lead 1-0. And we're going to make a nice little play. We'll throw on to first, get the out, the inning's over. And so our next bat will come We're in the bottom of the fourth with one out and no one on. You can see we're 0 for 1 with the flyout already today. We'd like to extend our hit streak to 8 games. Kuroda seems to have found the strike zone a little better since the first inning. He's got a really slow delivery. If we could get on base, I think we could steal on him. And I totally should not have swung at that pitch. What am I doing? I swung at 2 pitches I most definitely should not have swung at. And so now, one more strike and we have extended our strikeout streak instead of our hit streak. We'll put that one in play. It's probably... Actually, it's gone. That's our second homer of the year. 352 feet, and that just made it out of the park. So our hit streak has been extended. It's now 8 games. And that'll give us a 2-0 lead right now. As our next... Alright, so we passed a real getting base hit. I didn't even notice that. But now we've got a fielding situation. 2 outs, top of the 6th, runner on first. And we'll make the play right there, throw on the first inning over. And we're going to get another at-bat against Kuroda here in the bottom of the 6th. 1 out, no one on. Still 2-0 Atlanta. Our goal is to safely reach base right here. Actually, my goal is just don't strike out right here. But I'm swinging at all these stupid pitches. What am I doing? Finally a good pitch and I just whiffed on it. That was outside. I at least had the good sense to realize I was probably definitely out of the zone. It's now a 1-2 count. This delivery is just so slow. Why? Why do I swing at all of the stupid pitches? So that will extend our strikeout streak as well. And our next action comes bottom of the 8th, 1 out, runner on first. We lead 3-2. 1 for 3 with a homer, a strikeout, and a flyout. And our goal is do not strike out. I love those kinds of goals, but sometimes I just can't pass them because I'm terrible. That was inside, and sadly enough, I almost swung at it. There you go, that's a base hit. It's another multi-hit game. And now our runner's on first and second with 1 out. We passed our goal of not striking out. I really enjoy that goal because if I can just put the ball in play, it's an easy goal to pass. We just need to don't strike out. I mean, how simple is that? And now we're back to the stupid base running. Blech. This is not fun. I don't know why. Well, it's kind of fun when I can steal, but I don't really have the speed to be able to steal yet, so. Plus, also right now there's someone on second base, so I couldn't steal. And then these guys take like forever to, do their at-bat. So I'm just stuck here waiting, and we got 2 more outs of this. Just kidding, we're going to get thrown out as he grounds into the double play. But we do get the win, 3-2 against the Dodgers. So our win streak has reached 8, our hit streak has reached 8, and our strikeout streak has also reached 8. But we do win Player of the Game honors, strangely enough, with our solo homer and a base hit also in the 8th. I don't know why we're Player of the Game, but I'll take it. And I do not really know why the video playback is so slow right now from what I'm seeing. So if the video is still really slow when it's on YouTube, I apologize. But you can see where the clutch performer of the game went 2 for 4 with a homer, a strikeout, an RBI, and a run scored. And they're going to go ahead and save. And we are going to move on to the next game. We got another key game with serious postseason implication. It's literally the exact same thing as the last game, so I'm just not going to worry about it. You know the drill, we literally just talked about it. But even more important than this series against the Dodgers is next we go to Philadelphia and take on the Phillies in a 3-game set. And so we'll see if we can get our hit streak and win streak extended to 9 and drop off, get rid of our strikeout streak. That would be nice to have. It's 1-0 Atlanta, 2 outs, top of the second, no one on. And our first action of this game will come in the field, but we never had a chance. I'm going to throw a second, and he's safe. I hate when they're like, hey, fielding opportunity, and then hit it over your head. No, that's not a fielding opportunity. I'm not Superman. Can't all of a sudden run 20 yards into the outfield. This one is actually a fielder chance, and we'll get the out to end the inning. And so we are set to lead off the bottom of the second here. Obviously, no one out, no one on. And on the season, we're hitting .344 with 2 homers, 10 RBIs. Last game, you saw we went 2 for 4 with a homer, a strikeout, and an RBI. And our goal is to not strike out. I love these kinds of goals because if I can just not be dumb and swing at good pitches, usually I got a good chance to pass them. Shouldn't have swung, but I'm a sucker for pitches way low because it looks good to me. Oh man, I was way early on that one. That was a good pitch to hit and I just whiffed. That was outside, but it was actually closer to the plate than I thought it was going to be. Why am I not surprised? We just struck out. First streak to be extended is the strikeout streak. That has reached 9 games. And it's a tie game at 1 here in the top of the 4th with no one on. Little fly out. We should make the catch, and we will. Well, not a fly out, but a pop out. So now we're getting set to bat here in the bottom of the 4th. It's 1-1, a runner on first and no one out. And I bet you my goal is to advance the runner. Yep, move the runner over. So I know what to do here. Got a bunt. And we'll do our job. We almost got safe, actually. But we advanced the runner, and no one hits him home. The Dodgers get 2 in the top of the 6th, and we're leading off the bottom of the 6th, down 3-1. So we're 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a sac bunt so far today. We'll get another chance against Ted Lilly to extend our hit streak. And this might be our final at bat of the game, or we might get one in the 9th. I'm not sure. But we gotta make the most of this one right here. Finally, we don't swing at a terrible pitch. Way out in front of that one. And what? Oh, that's just a fly out. I was like, I can't see where the ball is. What's happening? We get a chance again in the bottom of the 8th. Lilly is gone from the game. It's still 3-1. There's 2 outs and a runner on first. So this could be one of our final chances to try and extend our win streak. And so we need to come through and get a hit right here. Are you serious? Please be out of the... Okay, thank you. That was foul. I was like, I don't want to foul out. That's outside. We need a base runner. Preferably a base hit would be good, but a walk would also be acceptable. But we're down in the count 1-2 now. There's the base hit. The hit streak is extended. It has also reached 9 games, and now there's runners on first and second with 2. We failed the goal. They wanted an extra base hit. Yeah, sorry. I'm happy with just the base hit, you silly idiot. I don't know why you want the double or the triple or just the extra base hit. I don't understand why you feel the need for me to hit that, because if this guy comes through, although he's down on the count 0-2 right now, so that might be part of the reason why, because they don't trust who's up behind me. A slow roller and we are out. Nothing I could have done. And the Dodgers have something brewing in the top of the 9th. They get a run. We need to see if we can push something across, but no, there's 2 outs, runner on first. Game over, we lose 4-1. So the win streak is ended at 8. The strikeout and hit streak both extend to 9. And that's actually a really tough one to lose because the Dodgers aren't having a great year. It's disappointing because we need as many wins as we can get if we want to try and win and make the postseason. So we take the first loss since Christian Horn has been called up here. And going into the final game of the Dodgers series, we need to check the division standings. Here's the American League for you guys real quick. Red Sox, White Sox, Rangers, those are the AL division leaders. And we are 1 game ahead of the Phillies and Marlins in the NL East. Man. Look at... So, the Phillies and the Marlins series that we have coming up are going to be huge. The Cubs leading the NL Central. Pirates are 2 back. The Giants leading the NL West by like 7 games. So, alright, what do we have left this year? We got We got 2 series against the Phillies and 2 series against the Marlins. So this division race might go all the way down to the final series in September against the Phillies. Let's play our final game against the Dodgers and try and come out with the win. Let's win the series and try to maintain our one game lead in the division. All 3 of these have been key games, and we won one of them, we lost one of them. Let's try and win the second one right here before we get on to more key games with postseason implications against the Phillies and Marlins. And, just the Dodgers trying to somehow get something going here in September. I mean, they're not having a great season, but they did just beat us, so. And they're up 2-0 in the second. Fantastic. 1 down, top of the second, runner on first. We'll make the catch. Now there's 2 outs in the top of the second. And we are batting bottom of the second, 1 out, no one on. And great, it's Clayton Kershaw. We in trouble now, fellas. Kershaw's like one of the best pitchers in the game. Like, in real life, he's one of the greatest pitchers in the game, and he's just as good. Well, we didn't strike out, but we didn't reach base either. We lined out to short, I think. Maybe it was third. I wasn't really paying enough attention. I think it was third, actually. And there's a grounder right there. We'll throw on to first and make the out. And now we've got a fielding situation with 2 down and a runner on third. Still the top of the third. It's still 2-0 Dodgers. We'll throw on to first, get the out, inning over. And now we've got an at-bat with 1 down in the bottom of the fourth. Runner on second. We're 0 for 1 with a line out. I don't know why they said fly out. Our goal is to get ahead in the count. And I'll look at the first pitch, but my guess is it'll probably be a strike. Oh no, it's actually outside. Good job for the get ahead in the count. So now let's see if we can extend this hit streak to double digits. We were way early on that fastball. Holy cow. Count is even at 1 now. And they're stealing. He's thrown out trying to steal third. So now we're down on the count 1-2. Man, I thought it was going to be way outside of that. I almost came back in for a strike. Thankfully, it's still outside, so. The strikeout streak has reached double digits. We still need to come up with a hit streak. We're tied at 3 now. Top of the 6th, but there's 1 out and the bases are loaded. So got to try and turn the double play. Or else get the force out at home, either one. I feel like that was probably an error to me. I think. Unfortunately, because I dropped it, but at least we rebounded to get the out at second. This time we do make the catch. And I'm going to check real quick and see if that was indeed an error attributed to me. We don't get another chance to hit? Are you serious? We had 2 at-bats. 12 hits, what happened? We lose 6-5 and I don't get another at bat. Of course the strikeout's the one that reaches double digits. That's some bull crap. That is... I don't even know what happened. It was like, what, the third inning? There were no errors credited, so I guess we didn't get the error, but we didn't get a base hit, and I'm actually really upset. You're telling me I'm only going to get 2 at-bats? What just happened? League injury report. Did we get hurt or something? No, there's no injury report, so what just happened? And the Marlins are now in a tie with us atop the NL East because they won and we lost. The Phillies lost their game 2 as well, so they're still one behind us and the Marlins, and now we've got some more postseason key games. Basically, the entire month of September is going to be key games for the postseason because we're right in the thick of it. And our hit streak has been ended. It stopped at 9. Our strikeout streak has continued, and I'm absolutely pissed off about that fact, but you know what, maybe if I wasn't so terrible, we would have a chance. This is a huge series, actually. We're taking on the Phillies. We've got the Marlins twice coming up still in this month, and we'll have the Phillies as the final series of the regular season. But this is going to be huge for our chances to try and make the playoffs. The series against the Phillies and the Marlins are going to be huge. And we lead 2-0, top of the first, 1 out, runners on first and second. I want a base hit. You know what, I'm going to try and bunt it here, actually, I think. That's a strike. And that's foul, so now it's 0-2, and now we have to swing away because I couldn't actually lay down a bunt. There's a strikeout. We've struck out in every single major league game we've played. Why am I seriously really upset? I've got to get these strikeouts down. But I was like, you know what, I wanted to try and bunt, and then I couldn't bunt, so I'm like, I don't know what to do. And so then I just decided I was going to swing right away, and that was a terrible decision, I guess. We're batting again, top of the third, 2 outs, runner on second. We lead 3-1. We're 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. Our goal is to drive in the run. And now is a day where I'm going to stop striking out so much. I've already struck out once, but I'm going to get good at... Why did that have to go right to the first baseman? Like, are you kidding me right now? That's some BS. We're making solid contact both of our last 2 games, but they just happen to be lineouts. 1 to third against the Dodgers and 1 to first here against the Phillies. Got another fielding situation, bottom of the 4th, 1 out. Pretty sure we literally dealt with 2 batters before us. Now there's 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. And we're skipping to the 6th. It's still 3-1 Atlanta. We're leading off the top of the 6th. We're 0 for 2 with a strikeout and flyout. And our only goal is to get a base hit. That is my only mission in life right now, is get a base hit. Oh, that was low. Thank goodness. I thought it was going to be to the outside, so I watched. And it actually ended up would have been in the zone, but it was too low, and we just swung out a pitch out of the zone there. It wasn't too far out of the zone, though. And now we're going to foul out. 0 for 3, perfect. We're probably going to be... Now we're down 8-3. Are you serious? We got a 300 batting average. 0 for 3 with a foul out, a line out, and a strikeout. And we won't get another chance to get revenge against Cole Hamels. We'll have to get revenge against this reliever with a runner on second and 2 outs. Oh my god, he's got a really fast fastball. I'm in trouble. Come on, get down, that's off the wall. And we'll stop at second with the RBI double. We're now down 8-4 with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. And I'm going to try and maybe force a poor throw. Actually, they're going to issue the intentional walk. And so now I'm going to try and force a bad throw. Oh, they went to try and pick me off, and it almost worked. So my guess is he's just going to have some good throws, and I should not worry about it. Not worry about trying to force a terrible throw, and just hope to the sweet Lord above that this guy can come through with the hit. Come on, be a bad throw. Nope. Alright, so I'm not going to try again because that's not going to work. But now we're down on the count 1-2. Come on, kid, you got this. He just struck out. And he threw his bat too, clearly pissed about it. And we lose 8-4. So we went from an 8-game win streak to now a 3-game losing streak. We gotta win the rest of the games against the Phillies. Come on, guys, get your head out of your butts and start playing good. I mean, I can't make up for the 8 runs they scored. I had an RBI double. I could have played better, sure, but 8-4, our pitchers have to do better. The guys behind me in the order have to do better. I got to do better. The guys in front of me got to do better. Because I haven't had a ton of RBI chances either. I've had a lot of either a runner on first or no one on. And the guys behind me aren't doing jack squat. So either we're in a tie with the Phillies and Marlins in first if they lost, or we're in a tie with the Phillies for second and the Marlins won and have solo first. It's 2-0, top of the first, 2 outs, runner on second. Atlanta's on top, thank goodness. And our goal is extra base hit. And it's time to finally end this strikeout streak. That was a good pitch. What was I thinking? And then I swing at the bad pitch. What is my problem? Come on. Every time it's a strikeout. Every frickin' time. Bottom of the second, 2 down or 1 down, runner on second. It's 2-1 Atlanta. Time to throw to first, get the outs. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the second. And another fielding situation here. I hate strikeouts. I hate swinging at all the terrible pitches. But you know what? That's like my greatest skill right now for some stupid reason. One down, top of the fourth, no one on. We're up 2-1. Another chance to try and get a base hit. And Blanton just straight up embarrassed me, so now I'm ready to hit a homer on his sorry butt. Alright, so he still doesn't throw very fast. I gotta remember that. I'm still early. Jesus Christ. That's outside, and I still almost swung at it. Thankfully, I chose to not. There we go. That's a homer. We got revenge on the silly pitcher for a strikeout. Put it in the stands, 367 feet. It's our third homer of the year. And we passed our goal for getting a base hit. And now we lead 5-1 because we got three runs in the fourth. Let's go. We're set to end this stupid losing streak. And we're set to get on a tear down the rest of the year. Why am I in the field if he's not hitting the stupid ball? We'll make the throw to first. And now we're batting in the top of the fifth with 2 outs and no one on. 1 for 2 with a homer and a strikeout. And we're going down against Chad Durbin. Our goal is to safely reach base. And he sat down to act like we were going to pull down and bunt. Instead, we'll loop it over. That should be a double. And now we're going to try and go to third. Get down. We're safe. It's a triple. Let's go. 2-hit game. 2 extra bases. And for a second I thought we were going to be thrown out, but we finally used enough speed to try something. Go back. I was kind of hoping he would throw to third and throw a bad pitch and I could score. But it's looking like that's not going to happen, so I'll just have to hope this guy comes through with the hit. It's 2-0 right now. I would like to see... Oh, now they're just going to walk him. Do I try again to force a bad throw? Yes, I do. But it wasn't a bad throw, so never mind. Come on. Dang it, he caught it. So I'm stranded at third. Oh, woe is me. It's 5-2, top of the seventh, 2 outs, no one on. And we're set to bat again. We're 2 for 3 with a homer, a triple, and a strikeout. We've also got an RBI and a run scored. And our goal is to get ahead in the count, and since he's throwing more balls than strikes, it can't hurt to look at the first pitch, which is actually outside, so yay for me, we pass our goal. I think now I'm going to try and bunt single again. Just kidding. Instead we'll just do actual contact single. Yeah! 2 down, top of the seventh. That's a 3-hit game. And they're not giving us the mission to strike out, so I'm going to just take a look at this pitcher first. Try and maybe time him. And he hit a foul ball right there. So it's 0-1, and I think I'm going to try and steal. Oh dang, I was thrown out. I went too late, and so it's 6-4 now. The Phillies are making a little bit of a move. There's 2 down in the top of the 9th and runners on the corners. 3 for 4 with a homer, a triple, a single, a strikeout, an RBI. If we get a double, we'll have hit for the cycle. But right now, I just want a base hit. Oh man, he's got a really fast fastball. Alright. I see you. Come on, get down! If we lose, I'm going to be pissed. Alright, we won, thank goodness. But man, I almost had another RBI. Like, if that had been down just a little bit sooner, it would have been the cycle, and a run would have scored. Instead, we're getting a congratulations for 3 hits, but I'm still pissed about that last at-bat, like, honestly. That's alright, at least we won. At least we finally got a win. And so now we can take the series against the Phillies right here. And then we'll have a series against the Cardinals before we get to the Marlins. And after this game, we'll check the series, not the series, the division standings. That'd be a little nice to try and find out. But I'm still looking for a game in which I do not strike out. And I'm telling you, this will be the game. Let's go. 1-0, 2 down, top of the first, runners on the corners. And we got a chance to try. We went 3 for 5 with a homer, a triple, a single, a strikeout, an RBI, and a run scored last game. And we're going down against Roy Halladay. They won an extra base hit. We could really put a big dent into the scoreboard right now with one swing. But instead we're going to fly out. Ugh. The choke, we could have maybe come to... Now we've got 1 down. Runners on first and second. Top of the third, it's still 1-0. The goal is to reach base safely. I'm tempted to try and lay down a bunt. Nope, because I suck at bunting apparently. That's outside, not going to swing. The count is even at 1. Oh, that's down the line. Let's go. I'm going 2, let's go. It's an RBI double, and now there's runners on second and third with 1 out. We lead 2-0 now. Alright, so this time I do come through with runners in scoring position. Oh, dang it, no. Get down! I thought he was running, and so I was going to get to third, but he stayed put, and so I totally just ran us out of the inning. And so sad for me, I guess. Dang, I really thought he was going to, like try and run, but maybe that was stupid of me to think so. We got a fielding situation now, 2 down, runners on first and second, bottom of the 5th. And this will probably be the final game in the episode, guys. So we'll finish the regular season in the next episode, and we get the out right there. And we are leading off the top of the 6th, I think. We're 1 for 2 with the double, a flyout, and an RBI. Still going on against Roy Halladay. And yes, we are indeed leading off the top of the 6th. Our goal is extra base hit, so that puts bunt single out of the question. They're gonna call a strike right there. Are you serious? Get out of here with that witchcraft. Well, now we're in trouble. Hey, at least we don't strike out. And actually we put some solid contact into it. It's just still an out anyway. We still lead 2-0, top of the bottom of the sixth. 1 out, runner on first. And if it goes to me, I'm going to second. Actually, just kidding. Because there was a line where I didn't have a chance. We lead 3-0, top of the eighth. No one out. Runners on first and second. The goal is to drive in the run. I really just want to try and bunt them both into scoring position. But if our goal is to drive in the run, I guess I will go ahead and try and hit it. And I would have probably been better served just bunting it. But at least it does about the same thing as a bunt. Because they're both going to advance into... Actually, no, he's thrown out at second. Are you serious? It's alright, we win 3-0. That's all that matters. And I finally broke the strikeout streak. Let's go, get hype if you're happy I finally didn't strike out, because I know I am. So let's apply some skill points. We'll check the division standings, and we'll end this episode. We're going to simulate to this date, and then we got some more key games coming up against the Cardinals, who are now under 500. Real quick, a look at the division standings in the wild card races. The Red Sox are 12 games ahead in the AL East. That is pretty much over. That division race is pretty much wrapped up. The White Sox have a 4.5 game lead over the Tigers in the AL Central. The Angels have a 1-game lead over the A's in the AL West, and 1.5 over the Rangers. All the teams are below 500 though, so the Giants still in firm control of the NL West. Cubs with a 3-game lead over the Pirates in the NL Central. And we have sole possession of first in the NL East. 1 game ahead of the Marlins, 2 ahead of the Phillies. And now the wild card race for you. The Marlins lead the NL wild card race. The Phillies are 1 back. The Pirates are 6.5 back. Dodgers are 8 back. Cardinals are 8.5 back. Diamondbacks are 9.5 back. Yankees lead the AL wild card race. The Tigers are 5 behind them. Blue Jays and Orioles 2 behind the Tigers, 7 behind the Yankees. And now, real quick, we'll add the skill points I earned in this episode. Power, getting the boost. We are almost ready to start bumping up contact. Catching as much as we can. And look at that, we're finally up to a 73. Well, that'll do it for this episode. I will see you guys next time. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Peace out.